friends. I am here today to talk to you about forgiveness. And I have been inspired by a coworker of mine who is really starting to do a lot of inner work. And one of her questions to me is always, Clarissa, what does this kind of look like in the everyday life? Like, she doesn't want to feel these feelings of resentment anymore, or she doesn't want to feel upset about something. And my answer is usually, we are humans, so we're gonna have feelings, and at times we're gonna get upset. But to be able to have tools so that we respond to these feelings in a way that moves us from fear to love is not the same as not having tools in order to respond to these situations that happen in our lives. So the tool of forgiveness is a wonderful tool for reframing our thoughts from fear into love. And a situation that happened to me that I'll share about is with my website now going up and running. As I share with my loved ones, people are going to have their own feelings and ideas about how things need to look or how things would work best. And there was a particular family member that had things to say about my website and what they thought and how to make it better, or how they didn't feel that it was at its best capacity, or whatever their feelings were at the time. It was okay when they told me it, but I realized as I hung up the phone and I went about my business that my ego was telling me a different story. My ego was saying it was not okay that they said something to me, and that what I needed to do was now attack them and have feelings of resentment towards them, because who are they to tell me anything? And as I started to have these feelings, I first had to recognize that I had them. Blocking off your feelings usually makes them propel themselves even more, and they grow, and then we tend to explode because we've been holding things in. So really just recognizing that I was having these feelings of a little resentment and maybe a little hurt that they said what they had said about my website. And whenever we go there, we really start feeling this disconnection that the ego wants us to feel, that is me against them. So really being able to recognize that was allowed me to take the next step, which was to reframe that. And a tool that I pulled out of my toolbox for this was forgiveness, to really say, okay, let me move into forgiveness through a prayer, through a meditation, where I'm really able to let go of my feelings and allow what the Course in Miracles calls the Holy Spirit, or the inner guide, to come in and really transform that perspective, really allow me to let it go, to turn the wrong-mindedness into miracle-mindedness. And as I was able to really feel myself reframing with forgiveness, my feelings about the situation obviously miraculously changed, and I no longer felt upset. And instead, my inner guide was telling me, talk about it, make a vlog about it, because there could be somebody else out there that is getting annoyed at their family. This happens quite often, and they might need to hear about, hey, the miracle is to be able to forgive, to be able to let it go, and to be able to turn our thoughts of fear, of, are other people not going to like my website? Are other people going to think the same thing? Into thoughts of love, into feeling that I love the work that I do, and I love the choices that I made for my website, and really just going with that feeling and being guided with that feeling. So I encourage you to use this tool whenever you feel that someone's saying something to you that you dislike and you resent, because the ego will quickly turn that into an attack, into you trying to attack them. And it could happen with family, it could happen with coworkers, that you feel like someone just told you about yourself, and all you want to do is tell them, hey, I can tell you about yourself too. And then it turns into this, into this argument. And you really step away from the loving thoughts into the fearful thoughts. Another suggestion is this wonderful author. She has a wonderful guided meditation in her second chapter, which is actually all about forgiveness. And you can also shoot me an email or contact me on the contact me page. There is a form if you want to further talk about this in any kind of way, any specific situation, or just in general. And forgiveness obviously can come in smaller situations like the one that I had that was just a small incident, or sometimes we need a lot of forgiveness in bigger situations, things that have happened in the past, or situations in, past relationships with romantic ones, or just family situations. There's a lot of families out there that are holding on to something that happened a long time ago that they have not resolved, or we're living with situations that this family member always does this to me, and we're bringing up things way back in the day. So if you need help with any of this stuff, please feel free to contact me. And like I said, please, I'm gonna set up a link for the Add More Ing website, so you can go and check out how to get a hold of Gabrielle Bernstein's book and check out some further tools and meditations on forgiveness. So go ahead and take out your forgiveness tool and have a fabulous day and a fabulous week. Thank you.